friends, welcome in. As you come in, say hi, so I know you're here. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. If you don't see the little live red icon at the top of the page, that means you are most likely watching me on the replay. If so, I'd love for you to leave me a comment, #replay, so I know you were here. As always, if you have any questions or want to inquire about anything that you've seen me made, please feel free to reach out to me in a private message. Most of the items that I make are available for sale, so if you see something that catches your eye, just reach out to me and we can get that taken care of for you. Okay? Okay. Hey Christine, hey Mary, hi guys. I'm hopping on a little bit early. I checked with Kim and got permission. There's no one in the 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock spots before me, so I checked to see if I could go early at 2, and Kim said yes. And then Pam is usually on after me at 4. And she's back in the hospital, unfortunately. So from 1 until 5, we're just dead, open. You know, I was supposed to go from 3 to 4. Hey, Christy, how are you? So she said, yeah, hop on. Sorry, guys. So up after me at 5 will be Kathleen Cavardella. I'm looking to see if I have a vitamin C drop here, and I don't. And then at 7 is Shay from Shay's Creations, and at 8 is Raymond the Evercrafter. So yeah, we're gonna craft and chat. Shannon, hi, how are you? Long time no see. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, I'm going to show you really quick a few things that I've just finished, and then show you what we're gonna be working on today. We're gonna craft and chat, and today is like a continuation of last Thursday. Last Thursday we made Mrs. Claus cookie. She's a cookie, 2 and 3 layers. She came out adorable. She is sold. If you love her, I'd be happy to make another one. And we're gonna be making her boyfriend Santa today in his pajamas. And he is sold. I haven't even made him yet, but this customer wants the set. Same thing too. If you want a Santa in PJs, I'd be happy to make you one. I can change the colors to go with your theme. If you're not Candyland, if you're more traditional, we can do it. You can put a little hook in the top. I'd be happy to do that for you. You can hang it on your tree as an ornament. This customer wants a dowel put in the bottom so she can use them as picks in her tree. You can add them to a wreath. But look at how cute she is. She's got her glitter and her rhinestones and her diamond dust and her buttons and her little pearls on her slippers. Hey, Peggy, how are you? Yeah, super cute. So we're going to make her boyfriend today. And then this customer also wanted the... not the matching, but it makes a cute little set. The little nutcracker cookie too. And he's also 3 layers. He's a cookie. And they're all the same size, so they can be besties. This is the nutcracker. This is Mrs. Claus. Those are from my shop, Christy. The little mini cupcakes. Those are available in my shop. Someone just ordered 5 packages of them. I do believe I still have a few more left, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to get my hands on them again to reorder. So someone is sending me a message right now. Let me check it. I don't know if she's inquiring about these or about the next thing I'm going to show you. Let me check it quick. How's everyone doing? Have y'all finished your Christmas shopping, you guys? Have you finished your Christmas shopping? Let me see. Let me see. I think she inquired through Messenger on my business page. Hey, Albert, how are you? Bailey's in the laundry room having something to eat right now. I can hear her clinking, her little tag clinking on her dish. I just wanted to check this because I just saw it come through because it might make a difference. Oh, someone's inquiring about this that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, she's inquiring about these two cuties. That I'm going to show you right now. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hey, Trina. Hi, Kathleen. Kathleen, you're going at 5 today, right? I just told everyone. You're up next after me. I'm on a little early. Cece wasn't able to come live today. Hey, Christy. How are you? And then Mrs. P is back in the hospital again, so she won't be in her regular 4 o'clock spot. So next up after me is Kathleen at 5. All right, Christy, we are, you were with me last week, remember? Yes, Kimberly, yes. Everything that I make is pretty much always for sale, always. So this is the Mrs. Claus we made last week. And my customer who bought this wanted the Santa that we're going to make today, matching, the matching set. And then she also wanted the Nutcracker that I just made on Monday. So she wants the Nutcracker, the Mrs. Claus, and then she wants me to make the matching Santa. I'd be happy to make you a set too. Hey, Stephanie, how are you, sweet girl? Yeah, so let me put these over here because the Nutcracker's still pretty wet. The Mrs. Claus is kind of wet. And then I just finished these last night, guys. I gave a little sneak peek yesterday of, what did I name? I named the polar bear Piper, and I named the penguin Parker. The cookies, Kimberly, are $25 each. Santa's $25, Mrs. Claus is $25, and the Nutcracker's $25. Hey, Lydia. Look, Lydia, look what I just finished last night. This is Piper the polar bear. Is he not the cutest? Look at his little sweater. Stephanie. Oh, now she's inquiring about how much it's going to cost to ship. I am going to have to get back to her on that. Hi, Margarita. Yeah, I just finished him. I started him Monday. I did his body, his 2 legs, and his 2 arms, and I let that dry for a couple, and his tail. I let that dry for a couple days. And then last night I did his little, Michelle, hi. I sent you a whole bunch of messages, all good news, so check. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, Margarita. Thank you, everyone. Isn't he cute, Lydia? I learned him in Jill, Mama's House private group. You want the Santa in pajamas, Kimberly? Okay, send me a private message when you have some time so I don't forget. And let me know what colors you want, if you want it Candyland or if you want it traditional. Right, Ellen? Isn't he cute? He's a big boy. He took a lot of clay. He is 10 inches by 12 inches. He's big, and he is about 7 inches tall. Piper, yes. Isn't he cute? You watched the class? Yeah. Oh, Trina, thank you for the stars. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. You guys know that we all do this just because we love to create. It feeds our soul, and we love to share with you. And hopefully you'll be inspired on things that you see us create, and give it a shot. But he's got his little sweater. He's got his little snowball tail. I did mine a little bit different. I did my tail different. Susan! Hi, sweet friend. How are you? Look at Piper. I just finished him last night. He's still very wet on the bottom. He is available. I've already had someone reach out. Like, I think he may be sold. He's the big boy, Kathleen. He's a big boy. Look at his little face, too. He's got all the little marks in his little muzzle, in his little mouth with his tongue. Look at his nose and his cheekers. He's got big puffy cheekers, and he's all textured, guys. Isn't he so cute, Susan? Do you not love him? I am going to be so sad if he sells. I mean, I won't, but I will. I debated. Should I keep him? Should I keep him? And I'm probably going to kick myself if he sells. And here's his little bestie, Parker, the little penguin. And I did my penguin different than teacher taught. Thank you, Christy. Teacher had the penguin with a hat and a fabric scarf. I did mine with the earmuffs and a foam clay scarf. Oh, Susan. Well, hopefully this inspires you. I couldn't wait to, yes, I am probably going to kick myself if he sells. I'm probably going to kick myself. And teacher had the penguins on hers sitting over here, but I feel like most of them is hidden by Piper's head. So I'm going to probably put mine sitting off to the side over here. So you could see the cute little pet and his cute little feet. Look at his little feet. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have my penguin sitting off to the side over here. Everything's still wet, so I'm not going to attach anything. Cute, right, Stephanie? Have to keep them together for sure. This will be sold as a set. Oh, she's asking how big they are. Let me reply. What did I just say? 10 by 12 by... What did I just say, guys? You know, I can't talk and chew bubble gum at the same time. 10 by 12 by 7. This person is unavailable on Messenger. Okay. I don't know what that means. She's messaging me through Messenger. Facebook is so weird, you guys. Yes, they will be sold as a set together. And the only thing, I might be very sad that I'm letting it go because it was a lot of work. You guys know I don't do big things. I don't do big things. Let me reply to her this size. 12 by 10 by 7. Thank you, Kathleen. You are no longer able to send messages. What the heck does that mean? Facebook is so weird, you guys. Facebook is so weird. Said she was unavailable. Weird. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Oh, now I can. Oh my gosh. So weird. I'm live right now on my business. Oh, Trina, thank you. I am so hesitant to do characters because I feel like I don't do characters good. I'm learning though. I'm in, I just joined Mama's House group. I had to reevaluate my situation because I was in, no, she's bought from me before, Ellen. She's a good customer. So, but yes, I do hear you. Smaller bear. Pink and turquoise. Lydia, I might have to do that. I purchased her December kit. So the styrofoam pieces came in the kit. So I had to make them this size. But that's a good idea because you guys, I don't have a lot of room to store stuff. I know, Kathleen, how cute. Did you see the penguin too, Michelle? It's Piper and Parker. Piper the polar bear with his little bestie, Parker the penguin. They're still wet. So when they dry, I will attach the penguin, or I will at minimum, hey Candace, at minimum, go ahead and put the skewer in and do a pilot hole. And then after I ship it, the new owner can insert the penguin on. Stephanie, it's Mama's House. Mama's House. MOMMA apostrophe S house. It's Jill, the Primitive Green Castle. It's her private group. So I started saying I had to reevaluate. Nikki, this is why I'm stepping back from a few of the groups for a while. I kind of checked my my automated payments in PayPal, and I am in so many groups, especially this time of year with Christmas and Christmas presents and all. I had to reevaluate and step back. So I stepped back, not forever, but just for a certain amount of time. I was afraid to tell my husband like how much I was. Yes, okay, Stephanie, have you made your polar bear yet? So that's the reason why, Nikki. All right, I'm live right now on my business page showing this cute set. It is 12 by 10 by 7, right? That's what we said. Okay. And someone else is messaging about him right now. Nikki, did you see Piper? Look how cute he is. Oh my goodness. You know I don't do characters. You guys, I think I'm learning and I'm getting better. And look at my eyelashes, guys. That's what I'm so proud of. Look at the eyelashes. I finally am, yeah, I'm currently in Mama's House and Quiet Corner Crafting. Julianne is amazing too. This, Sandy, I'm showing Piper and Parker. And someone has inquired, Sandy, but if you want him, let me know. He's $100 for this set plus shipping. Jill is amazing. I'm enjoying her group, and the projects that I've only joined in November, and the projects that we've made so far are just blowing my mind. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that a lot because I even practiced so many times on a piece of foam clay until I had enough nerve to go to my characters. Yes, Sandy, they're available. $100 for the set, and I just finished them last night, so they will need several days of dry time because they're big. Together, it's like 12 by 10 by 8 or 9 once the penguin, probably 9 inches. So they're big and so cute. The penguin is gonna go sitting right here after they dry. Sandy, you want them? I love you so much. I love you so much. Sandy is such a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart. She's one of my best customers. And Sandy, we're gonna work on your Santa Claus this afternoon. I need to get going because all I'm doing is talking, but I came on early. So this is Sandy's. She wants the matching Santa Claus, and this is Sandy's. Oh, Lisa, I know. I've seen you in there. Yeah. We did the penguin. This was one of the December projects. Look at how cute, cute, cute. And I love that when you buy the kit, everything is pre-sewn. All you have to do is cut it out and stuff it. Oh, Sandy, I love that. Send me pictures. Send me pictures. Send me pictures. And then this was part of the December projects. I made him yesterday. And I took my own creative license. I did mine different. I did my middle and top different. I added arms. I did my hat different. Yes, Candace. Her group is just taking off. And she only has it open at certain times for people to join so her and her husband don't get overwhelmed. I believe this is sold. I think Sandy wants this. And I was going to do even more than 100 just because the amount of work that went into it. Oh, okay. The first lady that inquired is passing. So Sandy, it is yours if you want it. Piper and Parker. And they're going to need several days of dry time. And I fussed with it so much. I probably was like a cuckoo. I mean, it's pretty perfect, you guys. There are no wrinkles. Finding the time, I know, Susan, I know. This is such a busy time of year to begin with, too. I fussed. The face is flawless, no wrinkles. I mean, the body, everything. I really took my time and really, even all the texture. I mean, I'm so proud of this. The Santa. Yeah, I have to make 2 Santas because Kimberly wants one too. But Kimberly, please message me with what colors you want. I'm going to do this one right now for Sandy in Candyland because I know, oh, she said she doesn't have room for the size. Thank you, Sandy. I love it. And I'm so happy it's going to your house because I feel I'll still have visitation, at least if it's not living here in my house. So we're going to make Mrs. Claus's boyfriend right now. And Sandy says she wants Santa to match the Mrs. Claus. So I'm just looking at her. Let's get these cookie cutters out. Brand new set. I have not used it yet. Oh, Kathleen. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you so much. I'm very proud of that polar bear and the penguin because you guys know I am not a character person, but I've been doing characters lately. My Santa and Mrs. Claus. I learned that in Shelby's private class. And now I'm doing the characters in Mama's house group. So I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. All right, here's Santa. Let me try to get, like I said, it's brand new out of the package, guys. I have not done this set yet. So let's figure out what all these, this is a big set. This is a big set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 pieces. So let's figure it out. Okay. So Sandy, since you're on here, and I'm going to do it in the Candyland colors like you want, not the traditional. I printed off the sample picture that Juliana did. Do you want your Santa to hold that teddy bear like in the picture? I mean, I will do it in the Candyland colors for you. And I'm not going to do his pajamas white. I was thinking of doing his pajamas blue and then with lime green and pink polka dots. What do you think? That's the neat thing about y'all being here. Sandy and Kimberly. Let me know the colors that you want. And I can Yes? Does that sound good? All right. Blue pajama, and you want the teddy bear in his arms. Okay. All right, we can do that. Look at the little slippers. Look at the little slippers, Sandy. How cute. How stinking adorable. So cute. Yeah, you guys, I had to take a little step back when I checked my PayPal. Wait a second. Why are there two? This is to cut out the shape, and then this is to emboss it, but neither of these fit inside. I'm trying to figure this, these puzzle. Kathleen, the Santa, the Mrs. Claus, and the Nutcracker cookie puzzle sets are all from Juliana's private group, Quiet Crafting Clubhouse. Or is it Quiet Corner Clubhouse? Quiet Corner Clubhouse. It's Juliana. Her regular page is Quiet Corner Crafting. It is like putting a puzzle together. So here's the little teddy bear that he holds with the embosser, and they fit together. Typically, embossers fit together, but this slipper teddy bear face, here's the two slippers. And I don't even know why we have two, because they're the exact same. Maybe I wasn't supposed to get two in my kit, but this is supposed to fit inside because you cut it and then you fit that embosser inside to emboss it, and this doesn't fit inside. It's a completely different shape. So I'm gonna have to cut it, take it off, and then carefully emboss it. Hopefully that'll work. Hopefully that'll work. All right, so I don't think I need both of the slipper pieces. All right, so here's his body. Here's one arm and the other arm. I just want to figure out where all the pieces are, guys. There's his slippers. There's his teddy bear. Here's his hat. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Here's his little hand. See, he only got one hand, but two slippers. Here's his PJ top. Oh, his arms go on top, it looks like, because, yeah, his arms must go on top. I'm looking at the picture. This looks like it's his beard. This looks like it's his beard. And here's his mustache. Candace is saying some, oh, sorry. Let's see, Candace, where is the Santa cutter from? I'd love to make them for one of my granddaughters. I like the individual cutouts too. It is like a puzzle. Quiet Corner Clubhouse. Julian, if I drink, can you still get those? Yes, Kathleen. Yeah, her cutters are just always available. So this is his beard. And his mustache, I do believe. Oh, his mustache goes down here. And his nose goes there. Okay, I'm figuring that out. This must be his face. This must be his face. His face must go like that. I don't know. Normally these just nest together. Oh, I see. This is his pajama, the whole thing. It's like a onesie. So this is the top and the bottom, and she just put like a black belt in the middle to give it some separation. And then the arms must go like this. All right, I got that. I'm not getting the face, you guys. I don't understand what this is. If this is the beard, the face would go up top like this. It's like we had a little trouble with that Mrs. Claus too, with a couple of her pieces. The beard. And then the mustache must go up top. Maybe that just comes down a little for his nose. Okay. All right. Hard time sending you a message. I probably won't remember, Kimberly. That's why I said send me, try it not to my business page, because I just said the business page was acting weird. It was saying that I could no longer message. Kimberly, just send me to my personal profile, Debbie Marcinkowitz, and let me know the colors that you want for your Santa. Try that. Hopefully that'll work. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm going to be sitting here for 2 hours doing this, and I would hate to have it slip my mind and forget. I don't want to leave you hanging. So it's best if you can message me your request with your colors. I'll put you together a shopping link and send that over, and then we'll get your custom order started. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. All right, this is brand new. It's still got the stringies on it. I'm just not quite sure about that face and beard situation. I don't understand why they don't fit together. All right, so as far as colors, this teddy bear is going to be a teddy bear color. Slippers. Sandy, what color do you want the slippers? If his PJs are blue, do you want the slippers brown and the teddy bear brown, or do you want the slippers like a different Candyland color? I can do his slippers in lime green or peach taffy, and then I can do the polka dots in 2 different colors. Like if we do his pajamas in the blue, then I'm thinking to do his polka dots in 2 different colors, and then in my mind, if I was doing it, I would do his slippers a 3rd Candyland color. So I would do this blue. This is the blue I have, the saltwater taffy. This is the only blue I have. So I was going to do his pajamas in that blue, and then do the polka dots. We could do the polka dots in the bubblegum and the peach taffy, and his slippers in the green, or vice versa. We could do the slippers in the peach and do the polka dots in the pink and green. Hey Sandy, how are you? That's what I was thinking. I'm just trying to get my colors. So then I need cookie dough, and I need for his face the French vanilla. Okay, Sandy, perfect. That sounds good. All right, and then we need white for his beard. I'm just getting all my colors, guys. We need cookie dough for the base. And then I need a brown for the teddy bear. I need a teddy bear brown. Where is it? Here's a brown for the teddy bear. Okay. All right, let's get started. I still don't, Juliana, yes, Dawn, I do too. Juliana does give tutorials, but I never watched the tutorial before I came live today. I figured I could just figure it out. All right, let's get his eyes too. I want to be prepared. I like doing blue eyes on Santa. For some reason, I like doing blue eyes on Santa Claus. I feel like Santa Claus always has to have blue, sparkling, twinkling eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, Sandy. Blue eyes. Mrs. Claus has brown eyes, but for Mr. Claus, we're gonna do blue eyes. I want to bring her over because I want to make sure that I'm doing him to match her. All right, so where are my blue eyes? Blue eyes, and I need them that size. I want to have all my ducks in a row. All right, here's my blue eyes that I love to use. Okay, we'll use those. Because you know, when you roll the clay out, you gotta pop those eyes in right away. Right away. All right, I'm procrastinating. Let's get started. Let's get started. All right, we gotta do the cookie dough first. This is gonna be in the blue. This is gonna be in the blue. I try to group all my colors together. His hat's gonna be blue. His beard, and this is gonna be in the white. His face and his hand is going to be in the French vanilla. All right, I'll put the eyes right there. Teddy bear's in the brown. The slippers are going to be in the orange. So we'll start with this. I think those colors need to be switched. Different pieces. Oh, okay, Sandy, that sounds good. Thank you. You're giving me a little creative license. I do appreciate it because sometimes when you put things, you have it in your head, and then when you start putting it together, you're like, oh, that doesn't really go. That doesn't really go. I'm thinking the green and the pink. And you know what? I'm going to switch the pink. I don't want this bubblegum pink. I'm going to do the same pink like I did on Mrs. Claus. I'm going to do that same pink like I did on her. This one right here, this pink. So they look cute together. So we'll do the polka dots in the green and pink, the pajamas in the blue, and the slippers in the orange. Okay? Okay. All right, so let's get started. Take my slippers off because I'm starting to have a hot flash. I have my sample photo right here. I'm going to move Mrs. Claus over here close so I can see her, but I don't want her on my work table because I don't want to accidentally knock into her. You guys remember last Thursday when I was making her, I accidentally knocked into her with my rolling pin on her sleeve, and that's why I had to give her little ruffles on her sleeves, but it all worked out. It all worked out. It came out perfect. She's still drying. Sample. All right, guys, let's get going. What do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? And I'm going to have to oil this up really, really good because it's brand new. It's not seasoned yet. And you guys have heard me say, you've heard Carly say, when you have a brand new cutter, you kind of have to oil them up really good and several times. And when I have brand new cutters, guys, this works best for me. The coconut oil, I put it in my microwave for 30 seconds to warm it up. And you really have to really oil them up. Really oil them up so your clay doesn't stick. Do you guys have any questions for me while you're watching me oil this cutter? What were we talking about? Okay, decorating and shopping. I would assume at this point you all are, hey Diana, welcome. Hi Heidi, Mary. I would assume at this point you all are decorated. Except there's some people that don't decorate their tree until like Christmas Eve. That's their tradition. Me, I have to decorate mine early because I just love to sit at night with just the fireplace if it's chilly and the Christmas tree on while I'm watching TV And I don't have any other lights on, just the twinkle lights from the tree, and it's just magical. In my PJs with a cup of hot cocoa and a candy cane peppermint cookie. I have them in my pantry right now. So that's the vision of me tonight when I sit down to relax. On my couch with Bailey girl, watching whatever. I have my Tuesday night shows to watch that I haven't watched yet. My Balin Out Loud and my 7 Little Johnsons that I taped Tuesday, and I haven't had a chance to watch them yet. All right, I'm gonna put the top on the coconut oil. Let me get my little rolling pin. I love using my little 1/4-inch guides. So this way when I roll things out, everything's gonna be a 1/4 inch. You're halfway done, Christy, decorating? Girl, what is today? What is today? What is today? Is today the 10th or 11th? Really believe in decorating everything. Sandy, I love that so much. You and I are so much alike. All right, I'm gonna take the cookie dough for the bottom layer of our cookie. Grab some. I'm gonna do this whole thing, guys, because Santa's so big boy here. He's a jolly old soul. Maureen, you're still decorating. Did you do your pink and green trees yet? If you did, I missed them. I need to see them. That was so sweet that your daughter picked them up and brought them to you and told you to decorate 2 more trees. That was so sweet of her. You got 4 gifts. Holy cow, Christy, I would be stressing. We're doing Christmas Eve here with all my children and grandchildren next Saturday. So I pretty much have to be completely done. I have everything staged. Hi, Dee, how are you? I have everything staged in my guest room upstairs. I have piles for everyone. Piles for Hazel and Evelyn and Dorothy and Brooke and Liam, and then my son and daughter-in-law, my other son and daughter-in-law. And I have my list with my budget. There may be 1 or 2 small things I still need to get for one of the girls. And I'm not sure, maybe 1 or 2 small things for the kids. For the kids this year, you've heard me say, they have told me repeatedly they don't want stuff. They don't want home decor. They're not into fake bake. They don't want, none of them, all 4 of them, none of them want stuff. They have told me, we don't want stuff. We don't have room to store stuff. We don't want to dust the stuff. We don't want to take care of the stuff. We don't want the stuff. I'm like, oh. I have so much stuff at my house and I keep buying more. I love this stuff. My kids don't love this stuff. They don't want this stuff. So this year I decided, in light of that, I'm just doing them like handmade gift baskets filled with handmade, homemade goodies from the kitchen. Small things. So next week I will be very busy in my kitchen making stuff, because when you give homemade kitchen stuff, most of it you can't make up ahead. You've got to make it just the few days before you give it. So that will be me next week, guys, in my kitchen doing all of the last minute things. Like I was going to do cookies, and I was going to do like flavored popcorn, and I was going to do homemade potpourri simmer stuff, and you know, all stuff like that. 3D Christmas trees around your house. Look at different candy and gift cards. Oh, how cute, Sandy. I love that. Sandy, will you adopt me in your family? Candy and gift cards for the kids. I love that. That is so cute. I just want to come to your house and hang out with you and sit next to your Candyland tree. All right, I'm rolling this out even, and if I see any air bubbles pop up, I am popping them, but I'm not going to be super concerned about getting all the wrinkles and divots and whatever out, because this is the bottom layer of the cookie, and we'll never see it. We'll never see it. So I just want to make sure it's smooth and even. I don't want there to be any lumps or bumps. Okay, I think this might be good. Get my workout today. I would love that too. All right, this looks good. And again, like there was an air bubble right there. It's a little imperfect. We're not gonna worry about that. You'll never see it because it's the bottom layer of the, I'll put my good side to the very bottom, but that with the little divot, we'll put to the top, and then the next layer will go on top of it, so you'll never see it. All right, guys, here we go. Let's begin. You guys, that was the perfect amount of clay. Look at that. Perfect amount of clay. All right, we're gonna push it down really good. We'll pull the excess away, and there's our first layer of our Santa cookie. I don't need cookie dough anymore. We're done with cookie dough. Get that out of the way. All right. Oh, yay. It came right out. I love that so much. Okay, the edges are oily from the coconut oil I applied. So I'm gonna right away smooth all the edges down. Sandy, this is fun for you to watch, watch your Santa being created. You can have input on the design. That's so fun. I would love that. Like if Shelby was creating something for me and I was watching her do it, that would be so fun. All right, there's our first layer. There's Santa Claus body. All right, we're done with this. Actually, I'm gonna bring that cookie dough back, and there's some residual clay around the edges. So I'm just gonna clean them up before I put my cookie cutter away so it stays nice and clean. You guys, I have a secret. I have a secret. I have a secret. Is Michelle still on here? I can't tell what it is, but all I can say is there's something new and exciting and fun coming to Paper Sweeties in the new year. I'm partnering with Michelle, and you guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be so fun. All right, next, let me see what we want to do next. Next layer for Santa. Next, let's go ahead and cut. All right, I'm gonna get my Tupperware container. I'm thinking, that's why I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking. That's why I stopped talking for a second. I'm trying to get my thoughts. So we're gonna cut a few pieces and we're gonna do my trick where I put them in the Tupperware container. Yes, exactly, Sandy, yeah. It's gotta be fun for you because you have input and say-so on the design. All right, so let's go ahead and get his face. It's still bothering me. I don't know why these pieces don't fit together better than that. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. All right, so the face and the hands need to be cut with the French vanilla. I'm gonna cut them next and put them in my Tupperware container. And then we'll go ahead and cut the pajama bottoms, the sleeves, the top, and the hat, because I want to have all my pieces ready to go. Maureen, we love you too. We love you too. You're such a sweetie. I want to have all my pieces ready to go all at once when I start piecing them together. I don't want to have to stop, roll out more clay, and then come back because I want the clay to be fresh on the edges so they all stick together, if that makes sense. So we're gonna cut out his face and his two little hands, and I'm gonna put them in my Tupperware container so they stay moist. And then we'll do his pajama hat, his two sleeves, and his pajama body. And then we can piece those all together. And then after that, we'll do the slippers. All right, so let's get some French vanilla. And you know what, guys? Just because I know what I did last time with the Mrs. Claus, when I set her over to the side and then I bumped into her, I want to move him out of our way so I don't accidentally bump him. So I'm going to put him over here, close, but not on my table because I don't trust myself. All right, let's condition. This is French vanilla from Primitive Pumpkin. You guys, my go-to clays are Primitive Pumpkin, Debbie's Bright Ideas, and Mariposa's Creations. They all are the exact same texture. I like a soft, firm clay, which means it's soft during this process, and then it very quickly gets that skin and firms up, as opposed to a firm clay that's firm and firm, or as opposed to a soft clay that's squishy soft and a little bit hard to work with. They're a little bit hard to get out of the cookie cutters. So I have found, trying all different clays, my favorites are currently Primitive Pumpkin, Debbie's Bright Ideas, and Mariposa's Creations. They all have the exact same texture. So if you're like me and you like to work with a soft, firm clay, meaning it's soft right now, and then within 15 minutes, it firms up, it forms that skin, so you could continue working with it. Some of the softer clays, you can't. They will droop as they're drying, and yeah, just not behave. And then the firmer clays, I would always have Soft Fern's your favorite 2D. Yeah, I feel like it's the easiest to work with. The firmer clays, I would just always get issues with texturing. So these clays are like my go-tos right now. Not that there are not others out there that are equally as good. I just may not have had a chance to try them yet. Like I tried Amy, Crafting Amy Girl was sweet enough to send me some of her clay to try. And I tried it and it was perfectly fine, a little bit on the softer side. Maricela, I was just talking about you, that I love using your clay. I love the texture of your clay. Yours, Primitive Pumpkin, and Debbie's Bright Ideas all has the same yummy, soft, firm texture. All right, we're gonna cut out his face, what I do believe is his face. Poke it out and smooth the edges. I think once I start fitting the puzzle pieces together, it'll be fine. Everything will be fine and they'll go together perfect. It's just hard envisioning it when the cutters don't nest together. All right, now we need two little hands. I was slated to come on at 3, my regular spot, but Cece before me is under the weather today and wasn't able to come on. And then actually Mrs. P after me at 4 is back in the hospital. So let's all say a little prayer for her. So I checked in with Kim and she said, feel free to go live early and take as long as you want. The next one live after me is Kathleen at 5 o'clock. All right, there's his two little hands. So you guys understand what I'm doing. I'm making my parts and pieces, and I'm keeping them moist in the Tupperware container like this. So then when I start building them on the cookie, I'll have all the pieces and I could just build, and all the edges will be moist. Ribbon branch, I haven't had a chance to try Tanya's yet, Maureen, but Carissa has had a chance to try her clay and said the same thing, that it's a soft, firm, it's really good, and that I would like it. So I'm gonna have to, after Christmas, when I pay off my Christmas bills, I'm gonna have to try some of her clay. All right, there's the head and then 2 hands. Now we're gonna go to the blue, and we need to do the hat, the 2 arms, and the pajamas. So they all need to be oiled. Let's bring our oil back again. Yeah. So this new, oh, Dawn, you've tried hers and you love it too? See, I'm gonna have to give it a try. Everyone's saying good things about it. When I was putting my kits together for the virtual class that Maricela and I did back in November, little softer, but you like it, perfect. Yeah, Tanya had said if I needed to source clay to use to put in my kits, that she would have been happy to have helped me out. So I told her I was all set for that one, but if we do it again and I need to source clay at a good price to be able to make kits up, I was gonna reach out to her. All right, there's 1 arm, 2nd arm. Yeah, that's kind of what Carissa told me. That it's a little bit softer at first, but then it dries really nice. Other arm, and then his onesie, his pajamas. Okay. And then this way, guys, we'll cut all of our pieces. Jan, how are you feeling? Are you taking it easy? Stephanie, it's the Santa and PJs one. That one. The Santa and PJs with the teddy bear slippers and holding the little stuffed teddy bear. The Santa and PJs one, Stephanie. My first time using it, so I'm really oiling my cutters up really good. And so far, I've cut 4 pieces and they all came out really great. Really great. The trick is when I have a brand new cutter, for me, I just really lather on this coconut oil. I tried Juliana's technique. Juliana dips her cutters in a solution of water with dish detergent. And other than making your clay wet around the edges and it makes a little bit of a residue mess on the table that she has to wipe up, she says that is the trick for her. I tried that a couple of times and it didn't work for me. So I circled back around with her and she said you really have to put a lot of dish soap in your water. So maybe I didn't have enough dish soap in my water initially. All right, so we're gonna bring our saltwater taffy over. This is, I'm not sure it's gonna be enough, but we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. So I use the oil. When it's a brand new cutter, I use the coconut oil and I really lather it on. Oh, Stephanie, you've tried the soap and water? Yep, and then when I am just regular using my cookie cutters, I use baby oil. Same thing, Stephanie, we're twins. All alone today? You had 2 sitters yesterday? Well, Jan, girl, you need to take it easy. You've had 2 surgeries in the past, what, 3 weeks? And I feel like, and this is just me, I feel like you got back at it too soon after your first. You were feeling good and you wanted to get back in your craft room and do. I feel like you pushed yourself. That situation that happened probably had nothing to do with you getting back in your craft room. It would have happened one way or the other. But I feel like, girl, you just need to rest. Just rest. Cool your jets. Cool your jets. Just rest. All right, our blue is conditioned. Sandy, are you excited? Here comes Santa's PJs. I didn't want to do like the sample picture, the white PJs, because his beard is and mustache and all of that is white. And I felt like it kind of blends in. So I want the beard and the mustache to pop. I want them to pop. Okay. All right. So we're going to pancake this down. Come in with our roller with the 1/4 inch guides on it. And see what I'm saying, guys? You see now, all of the pieces I'm rolling out are all this exact same thickness when you have the guides on. And if you don't have a rolling pin with the guides, you can use paint stir sticks. And you could use one, or you could layer them on top of each other, depending on how thick you want yours. Yes, Stephanie, that's what I do too. This is my little oil brush. And I squirt my oil in here. So when I'm using cookie cutters that I've used previously, I use the baby oil. When I'm using the brand new cookie cutters, like today, I have found that really slathering the coconut oil gets in all the nooks and crannies. And our friend Carly cuts, her kids cut with the filament 3D items with the 3D printer. And she had said that actual filament items, you can't see it with the naked eye, but it has pores in there. And she says when you really get in there with the oil, you have to do it several times. And then eventually those little pores fill up with the oil. And then that's why as you use them over and over and over, they work better over time because all the little pores, she explained it, are filled up with the oil. All right, so I'm going to get my good side because we're getting, the layers now are going to be seen. Like that cookie dough, the first layer, I said I didn't care if there was blemishes or whatever. Now these layers are going to be seen, so I'm going to do a super good job getting all the blemishes and what have you out, if that makes sense. All right. All right, so let's bring his pajamas over. And then his hat. And I do have a few little spots in my clay, so I'm strategically putting my cutters and I'm working around those spots. And then one arm and the other arm. I love it when a plan works out, guys. Look at that. All right, so let's push our cutters down straight and flat without wiggling them because I don't want the shapes to get misshapen. When you're putting together a cookie puzzle, all of your pieces have to fit together pretty good. You know, with the wet clay, you can manipulate it a little bit, but you kind of want to give yourself a running start to have your pieces fit together pretty good. Okay, and then the onesie. All right, perfect. All right, we're done with the saltwater taffy. Sandy, are you still hanging in there with me? All right, now we gotta get our pieces out. And you guys have seen me, I take a big ball tool for the bigger ones and you just get aggressive and do it. Don't go slow, because if you try to go like that, it's gonna make all little indentations in your clay, especially if you have a softer clay. This is why I like the soft firm, because you could just get aggressive with it and pop it out like that. And it didn't leave any marks in the top of the clay. Now, because our sides are oily, I can just quickly, carefully get any of those raggedy edges smoothed down. There we go. There we go. good. Come in and do the hat next. Came out like butter. Smooth the edges down. This little guy's gonna be so cute. I can't wait to see him standing next to Mrs. Claus. Yo, super cute. All right, there's his little hat. Okay, one arm. Use the smaller end of my ball tool. Smooth the edges down. Being an overachiever, wrapped 3 presents today. Well, that's okay as long as you're sitting down and you're not lifting. I will allow that, Jen. As long as you're sitting down, taking it easy. You can sit and wrap presents all day long. Just don't be climbing up and down the stairs and carrying stuff and lifting stuff. All right, there's his 2 arms, his hat, and his PJs. All right, let me get, well, these are still out. A little bit of salt water, taffy, and lift off any residual clay left on the edges of my cookie cutters. And then I don't wash my cookie cutters, guys. I don't know. The horror. Don't judge me. I don't wash them. I just put them back in the Ziploc baggie as a set, and I leave the oil on them. I mean, and the oil's even getting into the clay. It's fine. It's not going to hurt it. It's not going to hurt it. And I feel like I'm never using these cookie cutters for food, so I don't mind leaving that oil on. I mean, y'all might have a different opinion, but I just leave the oil on. Put it back in there. Okay. All right. So let's bring now we're gonna start building, and this could be a little bit of the scary part, especially using a new cookie cutter set that you haven't used previously. So we're gonna wing it. Okay. So I feel like I want to start with his hat at the very tippy top, and then the next thing would be his face. And then the next thing would be his onesie and his arms. And when we put the face, then we want to come right in and do the eyes, the cheekers, and some eyebrows. All right, guys, I'm going to just go for it. And if it messes up, I will have to take it off and do it again. Just gonna go for it. I'm kind of lining up where the ball is. I probably should have watched Juliana's tutorial first, but I didn't, so we're just gonna wing it. That looks good. All right, so far so good. Then the next would be his little face, and it just doesn't fit in there perfect. It's like that Mrs. Claus, remember, for those of you that watched me last Thursday? The Mrs. Claus, one of the parts and pieces just didn't fit in perfectly. Oh, I see. She put, oh, I see. It's probably like that by design. She put, she ended up putting fur around to cover. But I don't like that. I don't like that it doesn't, see what I'm saying? It doesn't, right there, it doesn't match up. She put fur all the way around, and I'm gonna do that too. to hide where it doesn't match. But I feel like this file, it should match. In my mind, it should match. I'm just gonna see if I can manipulate the clay a little bit to kind of bring those pieces together a little bit. Because I just like all my pieces to fit nice together. And because the clay is still soft, it's working with me, guys. Let me keep, and then I'll hold it up and show you. It's working with me. It's working. Stephanie, have you used this? I forgot. Did you say you used this set yet, or you haven't used this set yet? Okay. I was able to finger press it together, and I'm happier now about that, guys. I was not happy when there was that big gap. And I'm coming on this side and pushing the cookie dough base in a little bit with my finger. Okay. We were able to finger press it together, okay? So that is making me happy now, guys. That's making me happy. All right, the next piece would be his PJs, his body, PJs. That kind of fits in there nice. But again, I'm having, and I'm seeing on her sample, that bottom, the cookie dough bottom, just really doesn't match up at all with the top pieces, guys, and I don't like that. Normally when you do a multi-piece puzzle cookie set, they all the pieces typically fit together perfect, like a puzzle. No, not yet. Cookies that you can emboss. Gotcha. All right, but these seams are going to get covered, so I mean, I'm finger pressing them together just because that's how I am, guys. I don't want a gap underneath. I know we're going to put the beard and the mustache up top, so we'll never see that, but I don't want it to separate and crack as it dries and create a divot. You know what I mean? Tina, hi. How are you? We're making a boyfriend for Mrs. Claus today. Here's the Mrs. Claus, and we're making Santa her boyfriend today to match. This one I'm making is sold, and then I have an order for another one. I'm not sure what colors yet. She's gonna let me know, but these are just cute as can be. All right, and then his arms come on next. So let's see, let's do this one first because this one's the easy one. His little arm. And again, I'm gonna finger, I'm pushing it in, this one arm on this side, Stephanie, because you're gonna get ready to, so cute, right, Tina? You're gonna get ready to do this. I'm being more concerned where the arm touches the face up here because I don't want that to separate. But this seam here where the arm touches the body, I'm not I'm touching it together, but I'm not smoothing that seam out because I want a little definition, just like we did on Mrs. Claus. You can see that definition there. I didn't smooth that edge out. You want to be able to see her arm. Okay, and then this over here on this side, I feel like I have to squish the top of the arm down a little to get it to fit in there. Do you see what I'm saying, everyone, and Tina and Stephanie? I had to squish it down a little to get it to fit into there, in between that little spot where the tassel of his hat is, and you want it to fit into his face. And now I'm finger pressing it on the side to make sure it matches up with the cookie base. All right. Next will be his little hands. And see why I did all the parts and pieces ahead, you guys? Because I said when I start putting it together, I want to just keep going with all the parts and pieces. Now, again, why does this cookie base not come out? Because look at the size of the hand and look what I have left to work with. Like in certain areas, there was more cookie base than what I needed. And like in this area where I would like a little bit more cookie base to support the hand, there's not enough. Was you one of the ones that got a Wendy cake from me? Tina, me? Are you talking to me? Yes. And I told you that I got it and I loved it. 6 to 10 inches of snow after it rains. See, I hate when that happens. I'm pinching the hand together a little here, so it's gonna match up good for me where his pajama sleeve ends. And I'm gonna do the same on this side. I'm just pinching it slowly together so it'll match up with the cuff of his pajama. And then I'm gonna pick this up and show it to you so you could see what I was just saying. Look, why does that cookie base not go around where his hands are? They're just like free floating. You see what I'm saying? There's no cookie base under it. I almost feel like, I think I'm gonna, guys. I'm gonna cut 2 more cookies out of the cookie dough because I don't want them to droop. I don't want them to droop with my cookie dough. I'm gonna cut 2 more little hands. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. I'm just gonna roll out a little cookie dough. This is for my Sandy, and it's gotta be perfect. It's gotta be perfect. That's right. Oh, that's fun for you, Tina. Yeah, and I got the Nutcracker truck insert too from you. I haven't painted a truck yet to put mine in. I have my aqua truck in my family room, and I've got the candy cane set in it, but I wanted to do a second truck, like a white one, a neutral. Okay, let me get the little hand, just because it's for Sandy, and I want it to be good. I don't want his hand to be floating in space. We're gonna cut 2 out. And then I'm gonna smooth the edges right quick. And then I have to cut them down. Roll my base out a little further. Oh, so smart. I'll have to do that next time. All right, and then I wanna see, because it's not a full hand, it's like a quarter of a hand there and a half a hand there. So let me smooth the edge down on this one. I'm going to have to cut these down a little to make it work. Tricky, this is tricky, y'all. All right. Yes, I love it so much. And I showed it when I opened it, I showed it. All right, and then I'm just coming in with this little hand piece and I'm putting it under there so that hand will have some support. And I'm finger pressing this new little piece onto, all right, see guys now? There, that's what the base should have had. We're gonna do the same over here. We're gonna do the same over here. Now I have to cut more off on this side. Okay, that looks like that will work. Because I just feel like it needed support. I didn't want the little hand to droop. No droopy hand for Santa. All right, guys, I feel better about that now. So if you get this set, I'm working through all the bugs for you. Just keep that in mind. You might want to, like, who was it? Stephanie just said, extend the hands out a little bit more for support, or just cut 2 more hands and put them on. All right, now I feel good. Because when it lays flat now, what is that on there? There's a little piece of something. Pause, please. A little piece of something. It's probably going to get covered with a polka dot, but you guys know how I am. I'm going to get it off. When I flipped it over. Yeah, a little piece of fuzz. A little piece of black fuzz. Okay, we got it. All right, I feel better. Moving on. Moving on. All right, so next let's do, he's too big for my little Tupperware container. He's too big. So I'm going to put him over here, and I'm just gonna cover the top of them with a piece of parchment paper. Like you do when you're making cookies and you're rolling out dough and stuff, you cover it with a damp tea towel. Same thing for your clay. All right, so next we need to do his slippers. And Sandy, we said we were gonna do his slippers in this peach taffy, right? And we're gonna do the polka dots in pink and green because Mrs. Claus' nightgown is pink, her hat is pink, her slippers are green, and her bow is green. So I felt like doing the polka dots in pink and green would coordinate with her, so cute. We're gonna do the teddy bear slippers. And this is the two that don't fit together, so we're gonna wing it. All right, I conditioned it. Let's come in with some of our coconut oil. This is one of my favorite things to do. The puzzle piece sets. And going back to my surprise announcement that I can't announce yet, it'll be announced in January. Because there's a lot of moving parts right now, and hopefully everything will work out the way I want it to work out. But that is a hint that I just gave you. I love to work with puzzle piece cookie cutter sets. That's a hint. Any guesses, guys? Any guesses? What I might be alluding to? Any guesses? If you guess correct, I'm not going to be able to tell you until January, but it might be fun just to guess. All right, and then this is the embossing part that we're going to put onto the teddy bear slipper. It doesn't fit in, which I feel like is a little bit of a design flaw, but we're going to roll with it. Okay, guys, we're going to roll with it. I'm going to do 2 different oils on this because I really don't want it to stick. I'm gonna really oil it up with the coconut oil, and then I'm gonna come in with my baby oil and add some baby oil too, because we're gonna press this down in, and wish me luck, guys. Getting it back out, wish me luck. Ellen, I'm not getting a 3D printer, but I'm hoping to partner with one of my very good friends who may or may not have been mentioned to do a joint venture together for Paper Sweeties. That's all I can say. It may or may not be a joint venture with one of the ladies who was just mentioned here, who you guys know I am great friends with, and I love to support her business, and vice versa. All right, guys, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Maureen. What is that game? Hot and cold? Hot and cold? Hot and cold? You're hot, girl. You're hot. We'll see. Like I said, there's a lot of parts and pieces that have to come together. All right, I need to be careful because I don't want to get into my Santa. So I'm going to be super careful to not bump into him like I did with Mrs. Claus. See? My table needs to be twice this size, guys. Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts and pieces. Hopefully, we'll be able to iron everything out. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Right, Jan, right? Her lips are sealed. All right, I'm just going to do one first. Because like I said, this is supposed to nest inside this, and it doesn't. So we're going to have to do it, we're going to have to do them independent of each other. So let's take the slipper out. Let's smooth the edges down. Let's just go with the premise that this is going to work. So first I want to smooth my edges down because once I emboss it, I don't want to be touching it and unembossing it. All right, so there's the little slipper. And then the premise is when it's still inside that cookie cutter, you're supposed to be able to, like this one, like the teddy bear, fits perfect. There's the cookie cutter and here's the embosser and they fit into each other like that. That's the way it's supposed to work. This one did not work like that. You were hot when you were younger. You're so funny. All right, so we're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna do it. And it doesn't fit perfectly. I don't understand why this doesn't fit perfectly, but let's give it a try. And I'm gonna press lightly at first. I almost feel like all of that edge should be cut off, but then the underneath cookie part would show. So no, we don't want to do that. And now say a prayer, guys, say a prayer. We're going to try to pull it out. And if I didn't put enough oil, it's not going to come out. Oh, it's not coming out. You saw how much oil I did. It's not coming out, guys. Look. Okay. It almost worked. Well, did it work? Can I just take that off? Can I cut all this raggedy? We're gonna see. Outside the cutter, yeah. That's what I had to do. Let's see if I could cut that raggedy edge off all the way around. And then we'll take it over to our Santa. We're just experimenting now, just because it doesn't quite 100% work like I wanted it to work. I don't want to be able to see any, do you see what I did? That squirted out, because the cookie cutter is flat on the bottom and this embosser is rounded. So when I pulled it off, it left a whole raggedy edge. But I feel like when I bring it back over to Santa, it's not gonna work because you're gonna see the cookie from underneath, and I don't want to see the cookie from underneath. Okay. I'm going with it. And I'm going to cut that cookie that is still showing. I'm going to cut it away. I'm going to cut it away. I handled it there and a little bit got unembossed. So I'm carefully fixing the embossing. What do I have over here? What do I have over here? This. I can push it. Okay. Woo! See how quiet I got, you guys. I'm very much a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like this. I don't like things to not look perfect. Now I feel like when it's still wet, I want to cut that excess off because I don't like how that looks. See how that cookie cutter base is showing there? I don't like how that looks. So I'm gonna carefully go in and trim some of that away. And then I'll be able to go back in and finger press it around that slipper, if that makes sense. Just trimmed a little bit of it away. With the tool. This is a little fussy, you guys. This is a little fussy. I don't like how that's the slipper works. It worked out, but I had to trim the excess away over on this side. I didn't want any of that to show. I might have to trim some of it in between the slippers away too. So let's do the other slipper. Let's, I gotta re-roll it. All right, be careful. Give it a little condition to wake it back up again so I don't get any cracks or texture. Are you guys holding your breath? Was you just holding your breath when I was doing that? Oh my gosh, you guys, I was holding my breath. All right. I'm just gonna use this one. Okay, let's come back in with the cookie cutter. Cut it, pull it away, pop it out. Okay, we're done with that. Let's smooth our edges down. Some cookie cutters, when you use them, you cut and you don't really have a lot of raggedy edges, and then some give you a lot of edges. Cute little slippers, right, Maureen? So cute. Might depend on the thickness. I'm gonna do something on the teddy bear too. We're gonna add some glitter or something. All right, and I'm gonna come back in with a lot more oil. Even though we oiled this last time, you saw how it really wanted to stick. So I'm gonna add a lot of oil, in all the little nooks and crannies, and say a prayer. I'm gonna push it down in. Kind of with the same pressure I did for the first one. Say a little prayer. And see how it squishes out on the bottom and sides? That is the part I'll cut away. But I'm gonna keep it there now because I'm using it to pull this piece carefully out of the embossing plate and trying not to stretch it. Easier said than done. I do not like how this one doesn't even want to come out, you guys. I might have to do this one over. I didn't do the coconut oil. See, that's why I said I for the brand new cutters, I like to use the coconut. This one is not even coming out, you guys. Look, it's not even coming out. All right, we're gonna have to do it again. I'm gonna have to go back in with coconut oil. We'll do it again. Do it again. That was practice. Yes, can't have any messed up cutters. No, they gotta be good. All right, so let's, okay. And I just put the cutter away, pull it back out, get my coconut oil. Yeah, after you season your cutters, I don't think you have as many issues with things sticking. It's just when they're brand new and you're first using them. All right, cut it out. That one works fine. The big cookie cutter works fine. It's the embosser where it's stuck. Because it's so intricate. All right, smooth down our edges. All the little raggedy edges. Okay, let's try this again. I'm really going to coconut oil it up. All those nooks and crannies. It's funny that the first time it came out relatively easy. The second time it stuck, which is so weird. So weird. We'll try it again. Alrighty. On the top of the teddy bear where I was fixing it, where I said, oh, it got debossed a little. As it dries, you guys know, that'll puff back up. And then I'll end up, you guys know me, I put glitter and all of the cute stuff all over everything. So it'll be okay in the end. All right, let's try it again. Press that down in. Carefully. Emboss and then cut. Oh, I guess I could try that. We can try that, Carly. I've never done it that way because my cutters always fit together and this one is an anomaly. It's just not fitting together. And we did the first slipper and it came out perfect. The second slipper is not. Okay, we got it out and the face looks good. So I'll try that next time, Carly, but we're just going with this one because this little teddy bear was a bear. No pun intended. He was a bear to work with. I've never had to trim like a cookie cutter before. So that's what I'm saying. It just is a little tricky, but we made it work. We made it work, you guys. All right, super cute. Now we'll piece him on to the other spot. He's gonna go right there. Finger press him down in. And then I'll come back in with my scissors and trim away any of that cookie dough that is showing. Whew, that was stressful. You do it that way, Carly? It seems to work out better. Emboss first and then put your cookie cutter over it. I'll have to try that next time. I will try that next time. So I love hanging out with smart people to give me all their knowledge. Carly, you weren't on, I don't think, in the beginning. Look what I just finished last night. He sold already. I'm so excited. He sold already. This is Piper the polar bear with his little bestie Parker the penguin. They're not together because they're still drying. But look at him. Look at his little face, his little nose. Look at his little sweater. Look at his little tail. He's splat down. I fell on the ice. And here his little buddy is going to go right there. His little penguin buddy with his little earmuffs and his scarf. Piper and Parker. Right, guys? Let's not go that far. But I was telling everyone what you told me last time, Carly, that when the sets are new, they have the pores, the open pores in the filament. Cute, right, Carly? And you have to keep oiling them up to fill those pores, and that's why we've said, oh, this is a brand new set. I have to keep oiling it and oiling it. Then after you oil your sets multiple times, they seem to work a lot better. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. All right, and now I'm gonna do like I did on the other side, just because, guys, that would drive me crazy. I'm gonna trim away that excess cookie dough, because I just don't like how that looks. I don't know why this puzzle set just doesn't fit together like the other ones. Like the Mrs. Claus fit perfect. The only thing we were like second guessing was that brim on her hat, I remember, last week. But remember, I kept having to go outside and talk to the lady with the orange spray paint in my yard. That was last Thursday. Yep. All right. I've never had a puzzle piece cookie cutter set that didn't just nest all the pieces together. This is an anomaly. Normally they all just nest together and work perfectly. This is a little challenging, but we're making it work. We're making it work. No worries. Push that in there. And then I'm going to come down here, trim this away a little bit under this slipper. And then in between, do I want to trim the in between the two slippers, or do I want to leave it? Jagged. What were we talking about? What is jagged? I lost my train of thought because I'm concentrating on getting these edges worked out. All right, guys, that little section right there, that cookie dough base, do we leave it or do we cut it away? What do you vote? I don't know if Sandy's still on here. Thought process sometimes. Oh, so layers don't exactly print. Yeah. Jagged edge. Oh, see, that's what's happening with this Santa one. They're not fitting together perfect like I would have wanted them. Do we leave that little piece of cookie dough base for support in between the two slippers, or do I trim it away? Slippers are so dang cute. That piece right there. Do we leave it or do we trim it? What do we do? All right, so before that face has any more dry time on it, let's go ahead and put our eyes in right now. All right, and I'm gonna see what size I used for Mrs. Mr. is a little bit bigger, so I can either use that size or that size. I feel like the bigger ones. All of the things, right, Jan? All of the little tricks. I think I'm done with the big rolling pin. Bring our ball tool over. Mark for our eyes. We're gonna do one eye. We're gonna give them eyebrows too. So I'm gonna do one eye there and one eye there. Okay. All right, I think I can trim the trim since the rest was removed. Okay, yeah, I kind of agree with you, Kathleen. And Mrs. Claus, between her little legs and slippers, is open. That cookie cutter cut it open in that. So he probably should be trimmed, and that should be open there as well. All right, but let me get these eyes on because I don't want to give it any more dry time. Y'all. Do I want these bigger eyes? Or this size? These might be too small because he's bigger than her. Yeah, I want the bigger ones. You guys know I like big eyes. Yes. Do we know, Candace, do we know what happened? Because she was just live like the other day and it seemed like everything was fine. Do we know what happened? All right, and I'm going to countersink them down in carefully. Okay, that looks good. I'll hold it up and show it to you guys. That looks good, okay. Let's go ahead while we're here, trim this little part in between the slippers, and then we'll be done with this bottom situation. And the clay, the cookie dough clay has had a little bit of time to settle and form that skin, so it's really easy for me to cut it away because the clay is not sticky and wet. It's had a little bit of time to dry. Yes, you guys, that looks much better. I feel like that looks much better. Okay? There he is. It's so cute. You haven't anything saying what happened. That's concerning for her. Because I just watched her the other day and she seemed fine. And she wasn't talking about, to my knowledge, unless I missed it, she wasn't talking about anything like I have this upcoming. All right, so the next, guys, and you guys know I don't like to shadow on wet clay. I like to wait and give it an opportunity to dry because I feel like you have less of a chance of it being blotchy. But before we can put his mustache and beard on, we have to shadow, give him cheekers. So we're gonna have to go for it. So when this happens, you're just going to want to go very light. Very, very light with your shadow. So I put some on, I like blow it off or do it on a paper towel and get most of it off. And then I go very light. And I keep going back in for more and more layers, guys. So put my shadow on, fluff it off, and give him a cheeker over here. And then I'll go back in and do another layer. You can always go back in and do more layers to make it darker, but if you make it too dark at first, you either are stuck with it or you're gonna have to get a wipey and wipe it off. So, and I like really soft, even in my Paper Sweeties days when I was doing the paper dolls with the stamps, I would give them the sweetest little cheekers using pastel chalks. And I would do it this way, where I would layer. All right, I'm gonna do one more layer of color, and then I think his cheeks look good. You guys know I like big eyes and really rosy cheeks on my characters. All right, he looks good. And that's the trick, guys. Just do, I think I did like 4 or 5 layers. Just a little bit at the time. And just keep going over it until you've achieved the look you want. All right, let's maybe throw some eyebrows on him. I have some cookie cutter that has eyebrows. His eyebrows are just gonna be small, so. Let's get a half teaspoon. ICU, waiting, emergency, according to what? On her page. Someone said she just went into surgery though. But that's all the information we have. All right, a half teaspoon. And then I feel like I'm gonna cut that in half. So a quarter of a teaspoon for each eyebrow. We're gonna roll it out. Get the creases out and then roll it into a teardrop. This still might be too big, guys. Let me see. Nope, it looks cute. It looks cute. All right, another ball. And roll it into a teardrop the opposite way. Okay. No, I don't like that one. Doesn't match the first one, so we're gonna do it again. It's because I'm trying to do it backwards. Right side and a left side. You know what? I'm gonna do them both the same and then I'm just gonna flip it. Okay, then come in with your water and a pokey tool or any kind of tool in your stash. I'm gonna flatten it with my finger. Flatten it with my finger. Shape it. Come in with a little tiny bit of water just on top of the surface of your clay. Take your pokey tool and run it through. A few lines, commit, don't stop halfway through because it'll, just like eyelashes, you have to commit. Just do it. Okay, there's that one. Come in and do this other one. I'm gonna flip it the opposite way because I'm right-handed. So I like to go from left to right, just like you're writing. Drag it through to create some of those texture marks to make it look like hair. Super cute. All right. Then you can just, because the face has a little bit of film skin on it, I'm just gonna, I put a tiny little bit of water on the tip of my finger onto the face, the skin clay, and then we're gonna add his eyebrow. Come on the other side and add his other eyebrow. Oh my goodness, guys, so cute. He's so cute. Let's smooth this one out just a little. Okay. So cute. Oh my gosh. I'll hold it up. I'll hold it up. So cute. He's coming cute, you guys. So cute. All right. So next, I feel the next thing we need to do is his beard and mustache. And then the fur around his little hat and his little pom-pom tassel. And, no, I was going to, yeah. All right. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so I'm going to set him aside. We're going to come in with our, let's oil these up, and then we're going to come in with our white. Then all we have to do is the teddy bear and his polka dots, and then let him dry, and then I'll come back in like I did with Mrs. Claus, and I'll do some embellishing on him with some glitter. I did diamond dust on her and glitter and rhinestones. We're not gonna do rhinestones on him because him's a boy, but he has to have a little sparkle. He has to have a little sparkle. Where can I add some sparkle? Maybe on his beard. Or if not on his beard, maybe on the fur around his hat and on the tassel on his hat. What do you guys think? Yeah? All right, that's oiled up good. Let's do the little mustache. All right, 4 o'clock. I can keep going if you guys want to continue to hang. I can keep going because there's no one in the 4 o'clock spot. Normally my spot is 3 to 4, and then Pam comes on after me, but she's not coming on after me today. So I can keep going. We could get this to a point where we can stop and let it dry overnight, and then I can embellish it tomorrow. If you want to hang for a little bit longer, all right. Bring my mat back. Bring some white clay over. Probably only need that much. Keep going? Okay, I will keep going. All right, give it a quick condition, and this is his beard and his mustache. And then we have to free-form the fringe around his hat to hide that seam. We're gonna hide that seam. And the seam where the face meets the jammies, the beard is gonna hide it. So the only other hiding we have to do is where the hat meets the top of the face. So we will free form some white foam clay, and we will give him a furry brim on his little hat. All right, this is gonna be the beard and the mustache, but I'm not going to worry about any imperfections or indents or whatever, guys, because we're gonna do the pluck and pull technique with the tweezers to make his beard look fluffy, okay? And I'm minding myself over here because this is where I got in trouble with Mrs. Claus, and I banged my rolling pin into her. All right, so let's cut out the beard. Cut out the beard. And the mustache. Guys, I only have one more cookie cutter to cut. We are gaining on this cutie patootie. We are gaining on him. Okay. Pull that away. Let's pop our pieces out. Okay. Residual, we're done with those. I love to get things off my table. As soon as I finish them, I want to get things off my table and out of my way. Okay. All right, we're just going to smooth the edges. This is making more sense, guys. The only thing that I wasn't happy with this set is how those slippers worked out on the bottom and the hands. The hands was easy to fix. We just cut another hand and put it underneath for the support. But I really don't like the design with those slippers. They were a little challenging. We made it work. And like anything new, guys, after you do it once, the next time you do it again, it'll be so much easier because you'll already have your plan in place. Oh, Maureen, did you go? You came back? All right, let's bring our little Santa over, and let's place his beard first. And you see, there's some imperfections in the clay, but we're gonna do the pull, the pluck and pull technique. All right, so it looks like It looks like his beard goes about there. Okay. Put that on like that. Then his mustache is gonna layer on top. You know what? Let's wait. Let's wait. Pause, please. Let's pull his mustache, his beard. Let's pull his beard before we put the mustache on top. All right, I'm gonna take it off the WOJ. What is WOJ, Maureen? What is WOJ? All right, tweezers, and this is just the pluck and pull. You guys have seen me do this a lot of times before. I did this on the tail on Piper, the polar bear. Pluck and pull, pluck and pull. And it doesn't look great at first. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm ruining my project. But the more you pluck and pull, the better it's going to look. And you want to do it when your clay is fresh and soft and pliable, okay? And the more you do it, the better it looks. Just be careful. You don't want to miss and get into your blue. You don't want to pluck and pull on his jammies. You just want to do it on his beard. And after you go around a few times, then you could go back in and perfect it. What is Oh, wreath of joy. Got it. You love this method, Ellen? Yeah, it's really easy. It's really easy. The pluck and pull. It's really easy and it creates very believable fur. And I'm just pushing it in and pinching my tweezers together as I do it. All right, I got all my marks. Now you want to make sure you go all the way to your edges because you don't want to leave a smooth edge. You want his beard to look believable all the way around. Be careful by his face. You don't want to pluck and pull on his face. All right, and now I'm just going to go back in and kind of really start mushing it and pulling it to make it look like a fluffy Santa beard. How many of you guys watch Balin Out Loud? I told you that's one of my Tuesday nights that taped in the 7 Little Johnsons. So I'll probably be watching them tonight in my jammies with the tree on, with my Bailey puppy, and a cup of hot cocoa and a candy cane peppermint cookie. We had company here on Saturday. Friends of ours came over for a lunch with us, like a dinner. And I made a big pot of spaghetti sauce. So I did pasta, sauce, and meatballs, garlic bread, and a Caesar salad. And then I had Ghirardelli, peppermint brownies, and the candy cane cookies for dessert. Okay, guys, that looks good. And I'll hold it up so you can see. We did all the pluck and pull on his beard. Gave it all that texture. Penny, you watch it too. Ellen, you watch her too. She's so stinking adorable, isn't she? All right, now we'll bring his, actually no. Now I'm gonna come back with some of the French vanilla. We'll make his nose. Let's make his nose. Oh, that's way too much. She's got a cute little, a bigger nose. So I want to give him a big nose. I still think this is too much, but let's see. Yeah, it's so cute. It was so cute last week. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Who is watching me and interested in what I'm doing? Your kitty cat. watching me? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Okay, this is gonna be too big, I feel, for this Santa. Way too big. Oh my goodness. It's like a gnome nose. You know how gnomes have the gigantic noses? It was so yummy. Yep. Not yet, Carly. She just went dress shopping last episode. They picked their venue. That might still be a smidge too big, guys. I don't want Santa to look like a gnome. You know how gnomes have the big noses? His nose is going to be bigger than hers, but... Okay. One more tiny little piece off. I got so carried away. But I wonder if they're going to show them getting married this season or if they're going to bump it until next season and make us watch next season. Stay tuned for the wedding. And it is well past the time for Farmer Wants a Wife to come back. Holy cow. I like that show too. All right, this is probably good. So let's bring our mustache back in. I have to figure out how these pieces go together. Okay, so I'm gonna put the mustache right there on top of the beard. I almost feel like I should have cut two of them and put one underneath. I feel like I want to do that so it will have support. I can't pull it off now, or can I? Yeah, I can pull it off because we did the fur, the pluck and pull. If it was just smooth, that would have ruined the beard, but it's pluck and pull, so it didn't make a difference. I feel like I want to cut another piece and put it underneath for support. So we're gonna do that. Another mustache. Thank you for hanging with me, guys. This is very trial and error. The first time you're doing one of these, right? Santa is like a gnome elf, right? Yeah. He's got him a big nose, but I don't know. That one might still be too big. We'll have to see. I might have to take it down a notch. Oh, wrong color. We need white. We need white. Mustache is white. The first time you're doing a new cookie cutter set like this, it's a little tricky, guys. So now when I make the next one for Kimberly, I can just breeze right through it. This is the same like we did the hand. You know how I put the extra cookie cutter hand underneath for support? I just don't want to put, because the white clay is soft and I feel like it would fall. It would, if I didn't put the support underneath, it would fall. And we don't want that to happen. We want it to be cute. All right, so now the trick is going to be how much of the mustache. Because some of this hangs over the top. Of his beard. So I feel like I have to trim off a little bit on the bottom. And it doesn't matter what this looks like because it's going to be on the bottom and you'll never see it. It's just basically going to be for some support. So when I layer the top mustache on, it'll have something underneath holding it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hey, Christy, welcome. All right, I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna push that down in there, in that space. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I'm gonna push it, and I don't even care if I push it a little aggressively too far into the beard. And then we'll come in with our good piece and we'll layer it on top. Do you see what I did, guys? Do you see what I did? So now it's just, it has something underneath to support it and the top layer won't fall. Okay, all right, I'm gonna cover that nose up. We're gonna do the pluck and pull on the mustache while it's still fresh. That gives it such a cute 3D look, you guys. I love it. All right, pluck and pull on the mustache. This won't take as long because it's smaller than the beard. So cute. I just love the layered 3D look of these puzzle cookie cutter sets, guys. At minimum, with my sets, I love to do the 3 layers. Like this has 2 layers in most of the sections, but then it has the 3 layers here. And when I add the polka dots, that will be the 3rd layer. And it just gives it such a nice 3D. I'm making sure the ends of his little mustache stay like pointed and turned up a little. All right, that looks cute. Let me hold it up so you can see where we're at and see the method to my madness. Now, Juliana may have showed that on her tutorial. Like I said, I didn't watch her tutorial. Which was a mistake on my part. I should have watched the tutorial first before I came here and started doing this with y'all, but we're making it work. All right, now let's get our nose and see if it's too big. It is just a little bit too big, guys. It is a little bit too big because once you get the mustache on, you don't have a lot of real estate to work with. So we're gonna cut it down a little. Still want them to have a nice, jolly, rosy nose. And I guess for some reason today, guys, I need to stand for the whole tutorial. What the heck? He's coming, Maureen. I mean, first time with a brand new cookie cutter set. So when I make the next one, I want to make one for me. And it sounds like Kimberly at minimum wants one too. I'll know a little bit better what I'm doing. All right, recondition it to wake it back up. Roll it into a ball until all the... Okay, Stephanie, sounds good. I will post a picture of Santa and Mrs. Claus when I finish them. All right, that's probably good. Yeah, that looks good. So we're just gonna insert the nose right into that little spot. Finger press it in. And how adorable his little face is. Okay, I am gonna come back with a little shadow. Again, on wet clay. You guys know I don't like doing shadow on wet clay, but this is just a tiny bit on the top of his nose. Give him a rosy nose. This is cute. Okay. All right, that was just a tiny bit. All right, so next, we have to hide this seam. And what it appears that Juliana did, again, I haven't watched her tutorial, but it appears that she probably took some white clay, rolled a nice, thick, chunky worm, and put it around where the hat meets the face. Thank you, Christy. So, you know, I'm assuming that's what she did from the sample picture, and that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm leaving it chunky, And we're gonna come in and match one end to right where the beard kind of left off. And we're gonna go around to the end and cut it off right there. We'll finger press it down. Oh, you know what? I cut it off too soon. That has to touch the beard on this side too, guys. Duh. All right, it's okay because we're gonna pull and pluck it, so it'll be fine. So I need another piece like maybe that big. Why didn't you stop me, you guys? Why didn't you stop me? Don't cut it. You're cutting it too soon. Okay, so we'll bring that around. Okay, so it's all the way around now. No worries. No worries. All right, so we're gonna pull and pluck again while the clay is still fresh. He's gonna have a big old fluffy brim on his little jammies. All right, I'm gonna start on my seams and kind of blend them in. What shall we talk about? Because this is gonna take a minute. What shall we talk about? Yeah, that's what I'll do after he dries. I'll come in with diamond dust and I'll put it all around the fur of his hat. I think that'll look cute. All right, now I want to come over on this side and pull and pluck it so that fur goes right into his beard and you don't see a seam. Get down on the inside too. And then we're just gonna go around and make it super fluffy. We're gonna pull and pluck and make it super fluffy. Then I'm thinking ahead, what do I wanna do for the pom-pom on his hat? Do I wanna add more foam clay, or do I wanna add, I have some cute iridescent pom-poms. I think I might wanna do an iridescent pom-pom. Because we have so much of the white clay going on right now, guys. I feel like that'll give it a little bit different texture. All right, I have to keep turning him to make my pull and pluck. I don't want it to be uniform. I want it to be all fluffy looking all the way around. And I'm being very careful. You see, when I get near his face, I don't want to accidentally poke my tweezers into his face and ruin his sweet little face because it came out so cute. And your clay is still moist and wet. You could move it around. And this I kind of want really fluffy because this is actually fluffy fur on his hat. If you wanted to, you could do the fun fur, guys. You definitely could do the fun fur instead of doing the clay like I'm doing here. That would be kind of cute and fun. Like Shelby uses, she uses a lot of the fun fur. Okay, we're gaining on it. Almost done. And I apologize, you guys are a star piping tip works for texturing also. Oh, that's a great idea, Dawn. Thank you for the tip. On the tip. That's a great idea. I've only ever done it this way, but now I'm thinking I want to try that on one of my projects. That sounds good. And my worm was kind of chunky, guys. By design, I wanted this fur around his hat to be real fluffy. Right now I'm gonna get on the inside here. I see some spots that are not, I'm being careful by his eyebrows. I don't want to mess up his eyebrows. And now I'm gonna kind of really get rough with it to give it some real puffy texture. Oh my gosh, you guys, he's so adorable. The fur around his nightcap. Yep, and I am definitely gonna diamond dust that. That's gonna look so stinking cute. I will wait until it dries because I don't want the diamond dust necessarily getting on his beard and his mustache. I only want it on the fur of the hat. So we will wait until it dries. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh. Look, you guys. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. He's so cute. All right, so we still need to do some polka dots on his jammies, a belt, and I'm trying to think. My pom-poms are here. I was thinking doing one of these iridescent, if I have the right size. Do I only have small and large? Oh, you guys, we're doing it. We're doing it. Michelle, look. We're doing it. We're gonna put the pom-pom there, the iridescent pom-pom. I'll wait until the clay dries so then I can glue it on. But we're doing, it gives it such a cute three-dimensional look, and it's another texture. And I'm going to want to diamond dust the fur around his nightcap first before I glue the pom-pom on. Right, Michelle? So cute. But that will be his pom-pom. And then we have to do the polka dots on his jammies. Where are my... There you go. I like using these to make dots. I'm just going to take my smallest little extruder. I have stars and hearts and circles, and I want the smallest circle. This one. Okay, Kathleen, sounds good. I know you're up in 30 minutes. Yeah, how cold is it, Michelle, where you are? It's probably super cold. What do I want to do for his belt, you guys? What do I want to do for his belt? Do I want to do sparkle ribbon? I feel like I want to do sparkle ribbon for his belt. I have this cotton candy one from my shop that might be adorable for his belt. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna add that next because that's gonna determine where we add the polka dots. And before I put that on, I'm looking at my picture, and Juliana created a little gap in between his little legs. And this is gonna be too big because I don't want to make a mistake and go up too far. So what do I have over here? What do I have? What do I have? what do I have to make a gap between his legs? We only want it to go up like from there to there. Okay. Cute. So cute. All right, so let's put the sparkle, and this is the cotton candy from my shop. It's blue and pink, so I think it goes really cute with our blue pajamas, and we're gonna start adding pink polka dots. There's a little speck of black right there. I don't like how that looks. Whatever that is, it's a little speck of black. All right, so let's, it's adhesive backed, but to be safe, I want to add a little bit of super glue. So I'm just gonna go in the area where I think the belt is gonna go. Add a little super glue. Why am I still standing, guys? Must be, I must need to stand today. And the belt is going to go like that. Cut it off. So cute. So cute. I'll hold it up and show you. I'm loving him. I don't know if Sandy is still on here. This is for Sandy. I'm loving him. He's coming out so cute. All right, sparkle ribbon belt. What do we want to do for his belt buckle? What do I want to do for his belt buckle? Let me think on it. Let's start doing his polka dots. Let me think on that some. This is gonna be for his little pom-pom for his end of his hat. 28, Michelle, ooh. All right, we need some polka dots, not a lot. There's not a lot of space left on him. I need to get my little black rhinestones to do the eyes for the teddy bear. And I need to figure out something for his belt buckle, like on the nutcracker. I used one of the Sweet Candies cabochons from my shop. So I'm thinking of doing something like that for Santa's belt buckle. Santa's belt buckle. All right. We don't need a heck of a lot of polka dots. We need some. And I want to do some pink and some green. So roll out the pink. Hey Jenna, how are you? We are making Mrs. Claus's boyfriend today. These are both sold, and I have a few orders for a few more, but she needed her boyfriend. Santa just got back from delivering all the toys to all the good little girls and boys, and he's got his jammies, and he's gonna have some hot cocoa with Mrs. Claus. All right, so let's cut out some polka dots. 2, 3. Oh, and Jenna, let me show you my, oh, that one's stuck. Let me show you how my polar bear and penguin turned out. They are so, so cute. Parker, no. Parker is the penguin. What did I name the polar bear, guys? Piper. Piper the polar bear. with his bestie, Parker the penguin. Here's Piper. Jenna, here's Piper. Look at how cute he is. And he's like splatted down, like he fell on the ice. And he's laying with his arms sprawled out in front of him. And then here is Parker, his bestie. And he's gonna sit, when it dries, he's gonna sit on him right there like that. Piper in his little sweater with his little pom-pom tail. And all of his legs have the fur texture into the clay. And little Parker, his bestie, penguin. And as soon as I showed it, it sold immediately before I even decided I wanted to sell it or not. The lady who's buying this set bought that too. All right, let me cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then let's do some green ones. I don't think I'll need that many, but it's better to have more than what you need. They're so cute, right, Jenna? And before I even, I was showing it, and before I even decided whether I was gonna keep it or sell it, someone's like, oh, sold. I'm like, okay. I guess I'll sell it. It's Sandy. She's one of my good friends and customers, and I'm like, all right, it could go live at your house. At least I'll still have visitation. She'll still have to send me daily updates of what these two are getting into. All right, let's cut some green ones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's way more than what we're gonna need. But once we start putting them, it's better to have more than what you need than run out, okay? All right, so I'm gonna sit, I think, maybe not. And I'm just gonna alternate the colors, guys. I'm gonna alternate the colors. Oh, I wanna do something on his cuff too. I want to do a little something on his cuff. I'm just trying to think what color I want to do. Maybe I want to do the peach taffy, or do I want to do white? No, because there's so much white with his beard. All right, we're going to roll out a tiny little worm, and I'm going to do the cuffs, just like we did on Mrs. Claus, to hide that seam. And this will bring some of that peach in from the slippers. I'm just gonna roll a very small worm. Okay. Clip this end. And we're just gonna do it straight across. On hers, we made it ruffled, but that's Mrs. Claus. She can have a ruffly cuff. Mr. Claus is just gonna have a straight one. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Then I'll hold it up so you guys can see it. Come over here. And that just hides that seam where his arm stops and his hand starts, okay? That looks cute. All right, now we hid that seam where the two puzzle pieces came together. All right, let's start adding our polka dots. Green one. Pink one. These are cute, you guys. This is giving me vibes like the Santa I did from Shelby's class, because I covered his jammies with the polka dots. This guy. So this is, in my mind, that's kind of the look I'm going for. Stay back there, Santa. Behave. Don't fall. All right. Green one. Pink one. All right. Now I'll just alternate a few on his jammies. Like I said, I don't need to necessarily get carried away. But it just looks really cute with the polka dots. And his belt is cute with that sparkle tape. So cute. Okay. I'm gonna put a belt buckle there. So cute, you guys. I will hold him up. I will hold him up. Apparently I get super quiet when I add polka dots. And then on the top of his hat, which is going to be tricky because it's very narrow, but I think we could squeeze a few of them in, maybe 3 of them. And I have one more here. What I'm gonna do is I flattened it and I'm gonna cut it in half. And I'm gonna go down the side where it gets really narrow. And add one there. And I'll bring this other one over on the other side where it starts to get narrow. Okay. Oh, he's cute. All right, I'm going to have to get something for his belt buckle. So let me turn this on. Where are we? 4:38, we're good. Let me turn my hot glue gun on and let it heat up for a minute. We still have to do his little teddy bear. We can do that now while that's heating up. Let's do his little teddy bear. Oh, I was gonna hold this up to show you guys. I still wanna put black rhinestones in for his eyes, so I will pull them. I'm gonna pull a candy cabochon for his belt buckle. Oh, he's so cute. So cute. Okay, this needs to be oiled. Woo! Thanks for hanging in with me, you guys. Thanks for hanging in. And we got him figured out. So glad I got him figured out. He's coming out really cute. I'm gonna need to make me one. For sure. For sure. What's everyone's plans for the weekend? Do you have big plans? Thank you, Jenna. Thank you. We have our neighborhood Christmas party Saturday night at the clubhouse. Looking forward to that. Got my little outfit picked out. All right, and then the embossing thing, guys, we're gonna have to oil this really good. Because remember what happened when we tried doing the slippers. So I'm gonna go with coconut oil and baby oil. 2 oils. Like I do 2 glues, I'm gonna do 2 oils. Thanks for hanging in there with me today, guys. Oh, and before I forget, tomorrow's my holiday home tour. 6 p.m. Eastern. I'll be kind of walking around my house and showing, oh, this has a little defect. There's a little crack there. I hope that doesn't affect the embossing on the teddy bear. If it does, I'm gonna have to reach out to Juliana and get a replacement. Oh, I love his little legs. He's got a very ragdoll kind of look with his little legs going like that into each other. So cute. Okay. I know you guys are probably like, oh my God, she's been on for 17 hours doing this Santa. He came out very cute though, guys. He came out so cute. I love him. I love him so much. All right. Let's get some of our chocolate chip. And condition it and roll it out. He came out cute. I love him with his big eyes. I love him with his big nose. His little colorful Candyland pajamas. And as soon as we do the teddy bear, I will get her and bring her over so you could see them together. I still have to get a cabochon for his belt buckle. I'm gonna get a candy, one of the resin candies for my shop. I still need to add diamond dust on the fur around his nightcap, but I'm gonna wait till it dries because I don't wanna get diamond dust on my wet clay parts. I still need to add the little iridescent pom-pom to the end of his hat. I still need to add black rhinestones to the teddy bear eyes. Okay. Let's roll this out. And is Carly still on here? Carly, I'm gonna emboss first and cut second because Carly said try that. So I'm gonna emboss first. Might have to, yeah, we're gonna have to oil it again, guys. Look, I just stuck in there, made a mess. And you saw how much oil I used. Oh my goodness. It's stuck in there, but good. Stuck in there, but good. Okay. All right. Have dinner. I'm gonna go cook some pasta, and we have leftover sauce and meatballs, so we're gonna have spaghetti and garlic bread left over for tonight. I'm gonna pour me a big old glass of wine. I think I deserve it after this afternoon's and this morning's projects. Piper the polar bear, and Parker the penguin, and Santa Claus. I got a lot done today, guys. I got a lot done. I don't know. If this doesn't work this time, guys, I will just mess with it off camera. And I'll take a picture tomorrow when everything's done and had a chance to dry. This is very intricate, this embossing piece. And it just might not cooperate. We'll see. It just might not cooperate. I've oiled it. I've oiled it and oiled it and oiled it. All right, I want to condition my clay again because I don't want to have any texture or cracks. I have some of the oil on my hands and it's getting into my clay, making it nice and smooth and soft. This chocolate chip I have is a little bit on the drier side as far as the texture of clay that I like to use. So a little bit of oil in it is not gonna hurt. All right. All right, let's try it again. And if not, guys, I will just mess with this off camera. Press it in a little bit. And carefully try to peel it away. I don't think Nope. It's stuck again, guys. It pulled one of the arms off. Yeah, so I will mess with this off camera with the teddy bear. I don't want to, I know you guys have been hanging with me all afternoon. I will figure it out. I will keep oiling it. I will bring some spray Pam and really spray it really good so it gets in all those little nooks and crannies. But let me grab a little candy cabochon. We'll add that. And the pom-pom to his hat. And then as far as everything else, I'll just diamond dust the fur around his hat tomorrow after he's dry and add his teddy bear after I figure it out. I will be right back, guys. Okay, I am back. Turn the light on. I grabbed a few things. Let's see what we want to do. These are from Annie's Treasures. I could do a little donut. A little donut might be cute as his belt buckle. That might be cute, you guys. Donut as his belt buckle might be super cute. All right, let's put that on the back burner. Christmas tree. Oh, that might be cute. That might be cute. Oh, I think I like the Christmas tree. Let me get one of the candies that I thought I was going to use. And let's see if I like that better. But I think I like the Christmas tree. I will show you. That's kind of cute too, though. All right, candy cabochon for his belt buckle, just like we did on the Nutcracker. Or the Christmas tree. What do you guys think? The candy or the Christmas tree? What else do I have in here? Dare I even go looking and find more cuteness? Lollipop, hot cocoa mug, a snowman. Another lollipop, another snowman, Gingy, wreath, gummy bear. What are we voting, guys? Could do a little gummy bear. That might be cute. Oh, you know what? It doesn't really show up. It blends right in. Let me try the blue one. Let's see if the blue one shows up more. No, just blends right into that cotton candy sparkle ribbon. Gumdrops, light bulbs, pink Santa hat. What are we voting, guys? What are we voting? Pink Santa hat's kind of cute too. What are we voting? The pink Santa hat, or the Christmas tree, or the candy cabochon, or a donut. I didn't show you the donut, did I? I wish Sandy was still on here. My son is trying to call me. Candy Cabochon. I'll have to call him back. The gummy bears didn't work, Ramona. They blended right into the sparkle. They're pink and blue, and they blended right in. You couldn't even see it. I'll show you. They were too much like the colors of this sparkle tape, and you can't even really see them, I feel. It's not enough of a contrast. Not enough of a contrast. Donut. The Santa hat you liked? I wish Sandy was pink Santa hat. Santa hat. Okay, we got 2 votes for the Santa hat. That is really cute, and I feel like it'll coordinate very nice with her and her pink outfit. So let's go for it, guys. Let's go for it. Put these back. We're going to make an executive decision, and that's what we're going to do. Pink Santa hat for his belt buckle. Oh, and then I want the rhinestones for the teddy bear eyes. Okay. Here's my little rhinestones for the teddy bear eyes. Michael's. Let's add and I'm going to move my silicone mat out of the way so I don't accidentally get super glue on it. Okay. Several said the Santa hat, so we're going with it. I'm going to put a little bit of super glue and a little bit of hot glue. 2 glues. And put it right there for his belt buckle. It looks so cute with the polka dots. Then we're going to do the same thing for the pom-pom. Actually, I'm going to use this gel super glue instead of the liquid. Put a little bit of the gel on the pom-pom and some super glue or hot glue, because you know the hot glue will not stay stuck if that's the only thing you use. It won't stay. Holding it, holding it, holding it, holding it. Okay. And then let's add the little rhinestones for the teddy bear eyes. And I want to get my toothpick, put a little liquid fusion on my glue plate. And then I'll take my toothpick and add some glue to the little cavities, the teddy bear eyes. There we go. Okay. Bring the rhinestones over. teddy bear eye. Oh, how cute, you guys. So cute. 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 And after the clay dries, I might try to give those teddy bear slippers teeny weeny little rosy cheeks. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. All right, rhinestones back in. All right, so the only other thing I need to do is try to figure out the teddy bear that he's holding. He may or may not be holding that teddy bear if I can't figure it out. I can't get it out. And then I'm gonna put diamond dust around the fur around his hat. But there is the set. There is the set. Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus. Her and her boyfriend. Hanging out, having hot cocoa. He already delivered all the toys to all the good little girls and boys. And the Nutcracker is the toy soldier from the toy shop. Lydia, I'm still on. I've just finished. Holy cannoli. Holy cannoli. That's how he came out. Santa. Ooh. He was a big boy. And then Mrs. Claus and the toy soldier. Whew. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who hung out with me. I was on extra long today because we had some open spots. We're going to head over to Kathleen Cabardella's. It's on her personal profile, Kathleen Cabardella. Head over to her page right now and see what she has in store to share with us. Thank you to everyone who hung out with me. These 3 are sold, and I have another order for, I think, just the Santa. But if you're interested in any of them, thank you, Maricela. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Ramona. If you're interested in any of these or anything else that I create, just send me a private message, and I'd be happy to recreate something for you. Yeah, he came out really cute. I love how he turned out. He's very wet, so I'm being very careful with him. And then Mrs. Claus and the Nutcracker toy soldier that's in charge of the toy shop. So this set is going to one of my customers to make another Santa. I'll do that tomorrow. Thank you, Peggy. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me. All right, guys. Until next time, I'll be up again tomorrow for my home tour at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then my next craft will be Monday at 2 p.m. for Pink Frosting Divas. Okay, guys, until next time, be sweet and hope to see you for my home tour tomorrow. Thank you, Heidi. Bye, everyone.